Happy March, everyone. I have recently started getting into gardening after having this very mature avocado tree in my backyard. I think it's about 50 years old. We just had our big spring rain last night, but a lot of things that happens with a rain or wind is the avocados will fall. And I've recently watched a lot of videos that show you how to regrow avocados from seed. And yes, I do know it will take a decade or so just to get some fruits. Get it to focus here. And I'm not sure what kind these are, but they have a very thin skin, and the seed is pretty large, but it is an absolutely delicious kind of avocado. And so I've just been collecting seeds that the squirrels have left. They'll just nibble on a bit and leave the rest, probably like 80% of the avocado still out in the yard. And so I'll just pick these up, and I followed some people who recommended you grow them in water bottles. So I collected these on New Year's Eve. I collected how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so out of these 6, I've just placed half of the seed in water, suspended by toothpicks. Careful not to let them rot. And out of all 6, 1 has germinated, and this stem is probably about 6 inches, and then you could see the inside of the seed is beginning to take some leaves. I'll let it focus there. So that has been a great wonder. So since December 31st until today, March 10th, we see here the second one. You can barely see the middle of it, the sprout in the middle. And this one, collected on the same day, only grew to maybe an inch. But inside, something's happening. And then you can see a little curl of a root coming at the top there. And I've just refilled the water. Some people say you want to keep the water so it has the same nutrients. I've just been topping it off. This seed, which was nice and round, I was trying to look for differences between what made one sprout and the other didn't. This one's still nice and round, nothing coming at the bottom. I also thought it had to do with the surface of the seed because this one looks like a basketball. Thinking, oh, maybe this one wouldn't do well. But actually it's starting to crack now at 3 months. So it doesn't have much to do with, I think, the overall shape, whether it's round or whether it's oblong. I think these seeds from this tree are generally round. This one is a little bit longer shaped, but even this one is starting to have a little crack at the bottom. I think the biggest thing that makes a difference when you're trying to have a seed germinate from an avocado is whether there's like a little point at the end of the seed. And I think that may mean that it will be easier to germinate and have the sprout poke out. This one, not much activity, but I feel like that crack, that horizontal crack, will mean something. So I did this experiment with the ones collected in my backyard, all 6. I did throw away a lot, but out of the 6, 2 have sprouted, and it seems like that's the common findings across the internets. And then my grandma gave me a bunch of store-bought seeds, and yes, they are from the store, but you know, these have sprouted. So I collected this February 4th, and then as of today, March, it has already sprouted. And let's see if we can get an inside shot. It's a little dark and overcast today, but yeah, stuff is happening inside. So that's a store-bought seed, likely from Northgate in Garden Grove. Here's another backyard seed. I collected this one in February. Probably it was a little bit older. It's already got some leaves coming out there. Super cute. And then here's another store-bought seed from, this one I think is from a little Mexican store off 44th Street. And then some others. So these are much bigger from the store in comparison to my natural avocado seed. Almost double in size. Get a horizontal shot there. Double in size. These are definitely a different kind of avocado. The skin's a lot more rough. But this one's already starting to crack in the middle. And then I thought, you know, this is a lot of water to waste, and I didn't like having to refill it and maybe spill on the counter and ruin my sill. So I just took a semi-shallow tray, recycled it, and I just actually dipped half of them in water. And some of them, let me find the one that was starting to sprout. That one will have some luck. This one you could see a crack. Nothing on this one. And these were collected from the backyard about 4 weeks ago. So this one here. This one, there's a little air coming out there. Okay. So this one, it's got little activity. Barely though. And here, this one. The sprout is just coming out, and it's just going to begin germinating, I think, over the next 4 weeks. And I don't want it to push itself from the bottom, so I'll likely put it in a water bottle, hoping it'll get as long as this baby. But I would say if you're trying to do this experiment after watching pretty much all the videos on YouTube like I did, save yourself some water, get like a shallow dish, I'd say like an inch in height or depth. Fill it up to halfway to the seed, and while you're at it, you can try and sprout some other things. Like this is lettuce. I got the healthy carrot leaf coming out. These are organic carrots from my grocery service, and then this one I just collected yesterday. So this one is also from my backyard. Not so round like the others, but let's see how it does. Oh, and then to top it off, I also tried the paper bag or the paper towel method. So these I had put in around February, early February. So I had placed 7 seeds into a paper towel, and I didn't even wrap it very tightly around. I just kind of threw it in my drawer. Some people say to put it above the fridge, some people say to put it inside or outside. I just tried to find the darkest place I could. So I just stuffed it in this little drawer, and I'll show you some other stuff I'm germinating to later. But out of these 7, I did have some luck. This one went a little crazy. I think because I didn't know which way was up. So here it is, right side up. It's already got this root. I think that was supposed to be the top. And this one, there's another one on the bottom. And then this one went wackadoo. So eventually I'm going to put this one in the soil right side up and let it naturally find its way towards the sun. And then there's another one in here. So this cute little guy, again, a very round seed, nothing special. The seed had already been kind of scratched, I think by the squirrels or the birds outside, but because it was just tossed in the bag, the root grew, I think a little crooked. So it's trying to find its way to the bottom, and here would be the top. And this was, again, only 1 month after just moistening the paper towel with a few droplets. And this isn't really even a good paper towel because it's it can, I think, tear very easily and leave little fibers. And then here's a seed where nothing happened, but you can see the butt is very pointy, so I would think this one would have more luck, but nothing there. So with the others that were in the bag that I took out just last night, here's another one, a little pine cone in shape. Something is happening there. Let's see, it's got a little baby sprout. This one is a very clean seed. No major scratches, no discoloration, but nothing. And these are all from my backyard. And then this one, super round. It burst out the bottom here. You see the butt of it? But then it started curling upwards. So now I'm going to try and curl this thing back down by telling it the soil is at the bottom, my friend. And then this one I didn't peel the outer skin on. Usually you want to do that so that the sprout has less to break through. But this one's growing quite nice. So you can see the inside of there, and there's a little root poking out. And it's nice and thick and white. So right now it's only about 3/4 of an inch, but I'm really hopeful this one will do well, even though it's still got the outer skin on it. So there you have it. Out of the 7 that were in the paper towel, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 that sprouted and 3 that didn't. And this was just in a drawer for 1 month, collected 1 month ago. And then of the 6 that were in my window in water bottles, 2 sprouted. These, this window is facing east, so maybe that has something to do with it. And then of those in my tray, collected also around early February. So far, it's too soon to tell, being early March. But I am pretty sure that it will be the same ratio, 1 or 2 out of 6 or 7. This is my winner so far. But if you guys have any luck with seeds and starting just for fun, I don't expect all of these dozen seeds or so to turn into full-size beautiful trees like this one with a ton of flowers, but maybe. Thanks for watching.